All right. Good morning. Good morning. Make sure everything is doing what it does. Test and tell you. All right. So this is the week of Christmas here. You can see on the scans we have T-Raw leading the way up 122%, followed by RUM, RGTI, QBTS, and a couple of others that we've seen over the past couple of weeks. We'll look through that. There's something else I was forgetting. I remember. Gotta create my labels. There we go. Hopefully you guys had a good weekend. We're punching on into 2025 very quickly, for sure. Okay, all of that's good, good. All right. So let's see if there's any kind of important news coming out here. Let's see. Today is the 23rd. I don't think any news is dropping, but the 24th it says federal. Oh, okay, this is just going to be closed. Um, Daily, weekly statistical releases will be on December 26th, but nothing else just super pertinent up in here. All right, so let's start looking at this watch list or these top volume movers, and also I have um just the movers that have been from pre-market low flow movers. The two that I saw were RAPT and PHIO. RAPT does have a private placement on it. It's up 81%. I don't know how that's going to play throughout the day. The only other really small cap that I saw was WKEY, WKEY, and I will flash those on the screen so we can look at them. WKEY, but it's got low volume, and then RAPT was one that was up today. Let me flash through a couple of more of these. Any more low floats though that are gapping a little bit. Not seeing many that are on the pre-market scanner. FAZ. Don't know why this one. Let me see. Screen all day, but it's not really moving like that. This one's okay. So yeah, that's pretty much it. WP and RAPT. But then we have T-Raw up here, up 119%. Hit a high of 16.29, came all the way back down to $11. Rum is one that Mike D called out like early this morning. I'm guessing he has some shares of Rum. This is Rumble. I think it's like a site that is like YouTube. Um, but yeah. Good morning, Peter. But it is up. It moved from 7.20 all the way up to $10. Now, a lot of times with these, they're a little bit higher float and everything, and sometimes you got to hold these or swing these for potential moves because of how they move during the day. They get really choppy, but after a big move like this, it may sit sideways for a while. It does have a higher float on there though. Let's go look at that float on Rumble. and statistics. Float is, well, it's not that high, but float is 85.16, has about even insiders and institutions based on this information on Yahoo. But definitely is a company that their name comes up a whole lot from YouTube creators that kind of either are what they call shadow banned or they have some type of, you know, community strikes or something like that, or they do information that is like really hot. And by hot I mean like um what do I mean by hot? I mean information that could teeter on the fence of conspiracy, you know, and some other hot topics, you know. But yeah, definitely a lot of people always talking about it. Some of them have channels on YouTube and on Rumble, so you know they do some of their content over there, some of their content over here. Yeah, but this morning the low floats that I'm seeing is T-Raw, W Key, and RAPT. RAPT has Catalyst, but it's a private placement of I think $150 million or something like that. Let me look at this again. RAPT. Also need to check out T-Raw's Catalyst. RAPT Therapeutics announces 150 million private placement. Yeah. And then T-Raw. It's up a little bit higher. Why can't I type this morning? What in the world's wrong with me? T-Raw, what is your news? T-Raw 2 hours ago announces progress in developing tivoxavir marboxil for H5 bird flu. Bird flu, okay. It is. I don't know how that's gonna go. It says investigational agent in development for treatment or prevention of H5N1 bird flu phase 1 dosing completed in healthy volunteers. Okay. And then phase 2 study expected to begin H1 of 2025. All right. Well, bird flu, I don't know. I don't know how that's gonna hold up, but yeah, there's a little bit of catalyst on both of those for today. Let's go look at their floats as well. I don't know what they're gonna do, but I just don't know. Let's see, T-Raw. I don't know how interesting that is, and if anything new will pop up underneath them. Float on T-Raw is under 1 million shares in the float. Insiders not holding a large position relative to the institutions. Institutions have more of that. Let's go to, what was the other one? RAPT. RAPT float was 31.6. Big holdings in the institutions. A lot of these that kind of go wild, they have way more insiders holding them than the institutions. So I don't know how choppy those two are going to get, but I don't really like that fact that they are heavily owned by these folks. And then if anything else pops up, it'll just be, you know, something Maybe it'll get catalyst midday because it is Monday, but it's also the Monday before Christmas. So I don't know. I don't know what we'll see. And what was that? I thought I grabbed the float too. Okay, I did grab the float. And on the other one, um, so so already on these two, I probably want to wait for something else to pop up that is a little bit more aligned with what we're looking for as far as insiders being very strong in there and there being a little bit better catalyst than these two. I mean, one has they're expecting to go into a phase 2 trial of a bird flu drug, and then the other one is a 150 million private placement. So I don't know about all that. Let's go look at RUM and see what the actual news is on that one. It's up. It's one of the higher floats, but it is definitely up 43% right now. RUM, news from 3 days ago. Rumble announces a 775 million strategic investment in from Tether. It's Tether. Tether. Is that crypto? Tether? I don't know. Rumble, Tether USDT. Tether, that sounds like, yeah. Okay, the largest company in the digital asset industry and the most widely used dollar stablecoin across the world. Okay, yeah, that's crypto. Stablecoin. Okay. So a little bit of crypto news on Rumble, but it's already made a move. It might need to pull back. Another one that I see is RGTI again. We saw this one last week, the week before, multiple times. It's up to 12 bucks. Rigetti Computing. Does it have any fresh news on today? 44 minutes ago, Rigetti Computing launches 84 qubit and ANCA 3 system achieves 99.5% median 2 qubit gate fidelity milestone. Okay, so it does have some fresh today news. Up 30% though. Go look at its what it's got over here. All right, insiders again. Another one that is kind of low on the insiders, but it's got and it's got a higher float to 165.9 million. That makes sense. It's got a lot of shares out there. Let me go to go back over here. Sound is still moving on up. Sound is one of those. It's kind of like these unexpected bursts of momentum. Like sometimes it doesn't have news or anything, and it just shoots. It's crazy. And sometimes it falls as well. So got to be careful both ways. It is 8:18 right now. T-Raw coming up there and hitting the 1286 once again. QBT. Intel holding under that $20. That's what I like to see. Go ahead and break down 19. Surprising thing about T-Raw is this light volume coming into the open. A lot of times when things are really getting traded, I mean, it'll have 10, 15 million shares traded. But with it being Monday and with the holiday season being here, I don't know if that's affecting the volume or if people are just kind of on the sidelines until things kind of open up. But it's only got 7 million shares traded, which is crazy that it went through the whole pre-market without really getting the volume in here. And ROM has 2 million shares traded. RGTI, 35 million shares traded, but super high float, probably going to get choppy during the day. I forgot to copy that news for RGTI. What was that news? 44 minutes ago. Argeti Computing launches this. Okay. Let's see if it takes over. And don't know how I got over there, but let's go here. Right. 10 minutes to the bell. Okay. Does not look like anybody has bothered me this morning. What? When this comes through, December 23rd. Whatever. All right, back over here to the pre-market movers though. Not I'm seeing a couple of more things pop up to pre-market. PIK pick has 1 million is low float here with 1 million shares out here. We already looked at PHIO, so let's throw pick over here, look into that one. Really is up RELI is up 217%. Throw that one over there so we can look at that. We looked at that. That's W key. Okay, so let's just look at all of these real quick. They're kind of popping in slowly. Let me make sure I got all of them. Really, we already looked at T-Raw. We looked at RWrap, pick. Okay, so yeah, let's go look at those here. All right, so jumping over to pick, PIK. Why are you up? Kid pick. Kid pick, last news was on November 14th. All right, but it's got 11 million shares traded. Looking over here on pick. So it had a rip from 219 up here to 690. 11 million shares traded with no news since November 14th, but up 63%. Interesting. Maybe there's a rumor out there. We'll see how it trades though. Let me continue to pull these over. That's out, that's out, that's out. Orbit. Up 45%. What is ABIT? ABAT. LAES back up here. We've seen this one before. We saw it back when it was $1. Throw that one over there. What? Any updates on what? I don't know. Let me see. Pull this off of here. Okay, check what he's talking about real quick. We got about 6 minutes to the bell. Here are the scans that I've added some on here. W key I've already looked into. Going down now 23%. Really is up 225%. We got to look into that one. But let me look over here real quick to see what's going on with these. See what he's talking about here. Come on. Okay, let's go to no. That's today. T Black. Okay. Friday. Glenn. Okay. Same issues. Okay, and then who else? Lynn. All right, so let's. Yeah, I probably won't be able to hold too long here. I gotta get on to. Looks like we got quite a bit going on here, coming into Christmas week. Anyway, we got 2 minutes left until the bell. What was I looking at? ABAT was not too interesting. It's up 42%, but kind of flat. LAES. Let's see, pick. Oh, Rally was the one I was looking at. RELY. RELI. Go look at news for this, Rally. Really, global group reflects a transformative year and looks ahead to 2025. That's it? Okay. I mean, that's not, they're just reflecting on what they did this year. Okay. But they are up 200 something percent. It is day one news. But that does not mean just to jump the gun on it. Let's go look at its statistics here. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get ready to jump for sure. see. Floats. Doesn't really have a whole bunch of insiders or institutions on Rally. Who's in control? Really? All right. 30 seconds to the open. Definitely gonna have to nothing to see here. Sell, sell, sell. Really looks like dog. Yeah, yeah, it does. That news is not great. But I think there are a couple of traps up here today for sure. See if anything else popped up as far as low floats, and I'm not really seeing anything there. We got the open pick is under ATR lows. RAPT hasn't made a move yet. Let's go over to T-Raw, heading up here to ATR highs. Here comes the tap of T-Raw. Now this one, remember, it has the they working on bird flu. So T-Raw, I don't know how strong that's gonna be, but bird flu been around for a while. Rum dipping off as well, coming down here into these lows. Tried to get up to ATR high, couldn't get it. RGTI, QUB, that one's dipping off. QUBT, sound came down here 2220s and coming back up towards the ATR highs. Palm Springs is beautiful this time of year. Nothing to see here says you should be on vacation, holiday week, no trading. Well, the job that I have, the work that I do, yeah, we don't really do vacations and that kind of thing. You know, we are on constant alert. Yeah. I mean, you could take a vacation, but I mean, we're usually vacationing when everybody else is working. But definitely the holidays ain't the time to be playing around on a vacation. All right. T-Raw came up there, tapped the ATR highs and coming and giving a little tap down. And so Excel market's having a brief little uptick. So XOXL is doing this thing. T-Raw just finding a pause button right here at the ATR highs. Let me look at these pre-market movers here. Let's look at what PIC is doing. PIK. PIC just doesn't look too great. RAPT coming up here towards the ATR highs. It had the news of 150 million private placement on this one, coming up towards the ATR highs. Let me get rid of PIC off of here. I don't like that one. But up 112%, starting to break, getting that body candle above this level on RAPT. Go back over to Rally real quick. What is Rally doing? Whoops, wrong one. Rally. Yeah, a lot of little wicks in here. I don't know if that's going to be the thing. Coming up and pressing towards those highs on rally 254%. Could it be setting up a trap? I mean, the highs are up here at 4. Wow. Quite a bit of a pullback. Highs are up here at 489 and really finding a wall in there. Halt levels are looking at about 422, but it did not quite get to that halt level. RAPT pulling back as well. ROM breaking back upward. 1057 highs up here at 1112s. Up 48% right now. T-Raw not being able to exit the channel. RGTI Lunar up 15%. Only has 4 million shares of volume on it. Moved from, what was this, 1467 up to 1594. I'm going to see if it has any news on it. I have 4 minutes. I'm gonna have to jump off of here and get to some things. Lunar. Get to some other things here. What you looking like, Lunar? Press releases. 1 hour ago, Initiative Machines expands data transmission services for lunar deep space missions. We know we saw a couple of them, Nuke, and a couple of the other ones that were associated with space. So, and this is a day one catalyst. Let's see, on lunar. Go grab its statistics. Float of 55.56 million. Still, all of the ones we've seen today have either low insiders or like very high institutions inside of them playing around. So kind of just a chop factory on that. Anyway, I'm going to just be watching, to be honest. I'll be in the Discord. We can continue the conversation, but as far as now, I haven't seen anything really do what we like to see them do. PIK looking trash. Sipping coffee in your rail car. Nice. Hopefully you're keeping it warm and toasty. Nothing to see here. Warm and toasty. Because I don't know if the temp, I don't know where exactly you are, but I don't know how cold it is outside. I gotta go peek out at the sunlight, you know. Being literally wake up, look around a little bit, you know. Huddle back under my little rock. Nvidia moving on, yeah, Nvidia moving on up 2%. Yeah, as of now, nothing. T-Raw hasn't even reached 10 million shares traded, which is crazy. That it's moving as much as it is, or has moved, and just not doing anything. Anyway, I'm about to jump off of here. If you want to get into Discord, it is free. You can join there. We'll continue conversations over there. But I got to get to some work here on Monday morning. Right now, I'm just like not in any rush to do anything here with what I've seen today. I'm taking the notes or whatever. Did I just get a message? Taking the notes or whatever, T-Raw and all of this stuff. But, you know, just looking at the different catalysts lined up, it's like, we'll see. Lunar is the one that has the sentiment behind it a little bit, I guess, because of the space stuff. But I don't know how far it can run. kind of pulling back now. But yeah, that is it for me today. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. I am about to jump. Let me see what I need to do here. But anyway, if you're going to continue to trade today, definitely keep your head on a swivel. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.